another story time with your favorite captain, Captain Wolf, and his sidekick, Petey. Today we got a very special book. Me pumpkin here, Pump the pumpkin, picked out the book for us today. Pump, what do you got? Oh, thank you, Pump. Today we will be reading The Legend of Spookley the Square Pumpkin. Boys and girls, a square pumpkin. Never seen such a thing. Written by Joe Troiano, illustrated by Susan Banta. Susan's the one that's drawing these square pumpkins. Let's see what's been going on. Oh, the pirate got some itchies in his beard. Oh, girls. This is so excited for the captain. I've never seen a square pumpkin. Susan, you must be very good. Here we go. One day in the pumpkin patch, the strangest little pumpkin hatched. Ooh. Spookley wasn't like his friends, where they had curves and had ends. Spookley was different. He was odd. He was rare. Spookley the pumpkin wasn't round. He was square. Boys and girls, he's different than everybody else. Let's find out. While the round pumpkins had fun rolling around, poor Spookley sat there shaped all wrong. He tried and tried with all his might, but he couldn't budge. He just sat tight. The other pumpkins teased him because he was square. Spookley wished he was round and could roll everywhere. Looky, boys and girls, he's square. They're round. That is, until one night when they all discovered it's fine to be round when the weather is fair, but there are times it's better to be square. Let us see, boys and girls. This is a round pumpkin. Pump, what do you think? He doesn't talk much. Halloween was just a day away when a mighty storm blew across the bay. It tossed around pumpkins to and fro. It snapped their vines. Then off they'd go. Bouncing left, slamming right, banging, bashing. What a sight, boys and girls. Oh, look at that. Spookley sat there filled with fright, but glad to be square that night. Advantages of being a square pumpkin. There are some. Oh, look at this, boys and girls. Doesn't look good. Suddenly, the fence gave way. 3 pumpkins rolled out into the bay. Oh, no. Boys and girls. Spookley knew what must be done. It was up to him. He was the one. He teetered. He tottered. He tipped. He tried. And finally flipped. He was on his side. Again he tipped, again he flopped, again he flipped, and then, boys and girls, we will see, he stopped. Right in the gap where the fence had snapped, he blocked the way. The hole was capped. Oh, boys and girls. All of the pumpkins shouted hooray. Spookley the Square Pumpkin had saved the day. Then a pumpkin hit him with his whack. He thought his shell would start to crack. Then another one hit him with a thump. The other one with a smack. Boys and girls, it's not good for the square pumpkin. Then one by one, a ton of pumpkins piled on the stack. With a bang and a bash, and a crunch and a crash. And then it all went black. Boys and girls are smashing him. At dawn, when the storm had stopped, the farmer came out and checked his crop. He picked his pumpkins up, one by one, and laid them out in the warm, dry sun. And when the last one was moved away, the farmer could see what had saved the day. An odd-shaped pumpkin, short and dense, was wedged against the broken fence. Look, there's our little square pumpkin. Its shell was bruised, its stem was too. But there was a little brave Spookley, sitting straight, strong and true, boys and girls. What do you think, Petey? Right then and there, the farmer knew all of the seeds he'd ever sown, Spookleys were the most special that had ever grown. He's a special square pumpkin. And the next year, when it was time to sow, he sowed those seeds in every row. He watered and weeded and watched them grow. And oh, that morning about mid-June, when the pumpkin patch began to bloom, there were tiny pumpkins everywhere. Hundreds and hundreds. Most of them square, boys and girls. Square pumpkins. Look at that. He's got some friends. Some were cubes, and some rectangular. Some were flat, and some triangular. There was a band of bright red ones, and 2 rows of blue. There were polka dot pumpkins, and rainbow ones too. Oh. There were thousands of colors, and hundreds of shapes. Oh, what a garden variety makes. Yes. Now, every year on Halloween, Spookley's patch is quite the scene. People come from far and near to see what wonders grew that year. They stop, they gawk, they gaze, they stare. When they pick a pumpkin that's round, triangular, or perfectly square. Now you know the story of how Spookley grew. Maybe someday you'll tell someone too. And they'll go to someone who'll tell another. And maybe one day we will all discover you can't judge a book or a pumpkin by its cover. Boys and girls, that is a very special book. Everybody is special inside. Just depends on the outside. Everybody's different. Just like me apple. Never seen a square apple though before. Pump, what'd you think? Oh, he loved that book. Boys and girls, look at the pirate. What's going on here? Until next time, Petey, tell them what to do. Ahoy, matey!